Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh, fuck. Certainly gonna die by the die.
Demonetized.
Sorry.
I am Izzi, your lore
That usually doesn't
master.
happen right away.
And this evening, I have with me...
I think he stood up to volunteer.
Yeah.
I am Cuba. I play Ayla Myrea. She is a beautiful, annoyed tiefling bard, glamour bard, and
Did you say annoyed?
yeah, right now.
She's unconscious.
We are both annoyed. You can be annoyed unconscious, trust me.
She's like,
And I rolled a 1.
oh, all right, I see. All right, that's a total of 4. Okay.
Hi, my name's Amanda. I play Iolite. She's an Earth Genasi Circle of Stars druid, and I rolled a 14.
Okay.
We'll tag.
That's a 16.
Double digits, that's good.
Hi, I'm Kethra Evermoon. I play Hi, I'm sorry. I got friggin' I told you guys I'm having that brain thing. I'm Julie. I play Kethra Evermoon, a Circle of the Moon Druid, and I rolled a 2. Yeah. Yep.
This is the first time that dice you gave me failed me.
That is a rollies between
Bad omen.
the two of you. Whew. That vodka.
We're doing
I don't think it's
rollies.
half- I don't
We're
think
doing
it's half-
real good
I don't
today.
think it's half bad.
My brain's
No,
not
it's
working.
good. It just,
Vodka's
I don't know
big.
why it took that
We're all
moment
making
to
death
take a
saving
sip.
throws.
It's got some hang time.
19.
Oh, 18.
Oh, wow.
Holy Kethra, what us? There we go.
Okay.
All right, you I don't know if you redeemed yourself, but I'm putting you in the naughty spot just in case.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I play Malachi Morningstar. He's a Dampier Hexblade Warlock, and I rolled a 13.
13. Is that +2 for you?
+2.
+2. Okay. And finally,
I'm Adam. I play Eldon Strackhaven the Third. I say that and look at you. He is a human Drake Warden Ranger, and I rolled a 12.
all right, that's a 17.
Oh, the top.
Okay, so
I
our
get to make my death save
initiative.
start. Yeah, it's been the first in a while. You'd think with a +5 I'd have.
Yeah, finally at the
be at
top.
Preaching to
Started
the
at the
choir
bottom,
over
now
here.
we're here. We got Eldon, then Iolite,
my death
then
saves first.
Malachi Morningstar.
Which
I have to
You
say-
spat that out. You're like,
Malachi-
Malachi
Because I have
Morningstar.
an M instead of 2 Ks, and so when I see the M, I'm like, I can't say
You're
Kai
like,
because I
you're
got
like, who the hell's name starts with an M?
Malachi. And
Malachi's his
then
government name. He goes by Kai.
Kethra, and then Ayla.
That's-
No, wait, are you a 3?
we have
You're
any
+3?
I'm +4.
Oh.
But we just did rollies. And
Right,
she
but
won.
you were a natural 1, right?
One, yeah.
+4 is a 5, actually. Well, still, because we did the rollies.
Investigate.
Let's do a 1.
Yeah, I mean,
There you
I
go.
suck.
Come on, you gotta be bottom.
So you can follow us for free on Patreon and YouTube and get all of our VODs and everything as it comes out. We
Now-
have 86.
Now you're seeing why?
We have
Oh, is that
86.
blueberry?
We have at least 86 patrons on our Patreon now.
Where did you get to the...
I think he
the
just
bottom?
swallowed. I think he
Just
swallowed a
ate one of the
blueberry.
Blueberries that's in the vodka.
Oh, so that's super
It
like.
tastes like a
Superberry.
blueberry.
It ain't a blueberry anymore. It's a vodka berry.
For our merch, of which we do have
I'm not
A
wearing our merch. today.
merch at the table.
I didn't wear the shirt, but I got the hat.
Oh, some
There you
merch.
go.
We got a hat. We
New,
got.
new merch.
You can check it out at
My personal favorite.
tinyurl.com/DDG merch. We got
Need to get me that
sweatshirts,
hat.
t-shirts, hats. Music, thank you so much. Monument Studios Fantasy Plus, which I definitely will be using during this session. Michael Gelfi Studios, Alexander Miller, the Boy King of Idaho, and Kevin McLeod via Incompetech for all of our ambiance and background sounds and all of that fun stuff. And thank you to all of those creators. You can check out their links in the show notes. Cons and events. We did successfully raise over $2,000 during our Stand Up to Cancer charity. I think we said this last week, but we are giving out all of the prizes and everything. And then I'm going to be doing a collaboration with legendarywares.com. You should check their stuff out and work with them to do a little giveaway coming up. So be on the lookout for that on our socials. Beautiful dice bags. Yeah, I should probably say what they do. Dice bags. We have 3 different sizes that they provide, and the gift cards will definitely get you at least one small bag, possibly a medium bag, because the prices are very reasonable.
For the ladies, it's got pockets.
It's got pockets. Before we get started, check out this scribequill.com recap with character art by Mibble Art. You can find her on Instagram, and backgrounds from Beneo's Battle Maps on Patreon. And don't forget to
Like, share, subscribe.
Last session, Iolite, Mori, Fernilli and Theratrix, separated from the rest of the Woven Fates and Asterim's End, emerged into a huge open-air cavern to find the shard's current possessor, a colossal and beautiful sentient tree with angry faces in its bark. The tree attacked with brutal force, but the group fought back. Iolite drank a potion of invulnerability to survive its blows, while Fernilli transformed into a storm, freeing her allies with lightning. As Mori instructed, he and Iolite focused their power to amplify a spell from Fernilli, who called down a massive lightning bolt that tore the shard from the tree's core. As the artifact flew through the air, Mori snatched it. He revealed a gruesome glowing wound in his stomach already filled with other combined shards, and absorbed the new one, unveiling a stunning betrayal. He declared that the pain of the shards had given him clarity and purpose, and that Iolite must die for him to take hers. A vicious battle erupted inside a whirlwind conjured by Fernilli. Kai and Ayla arrived and immediately joined the fight, with Kai teleporting inside to attack Mori and Ayla, casting a fear spell that sent Fernilli fleeing. Julep, Droppel and Gary also joined the fray, though the targets of their spell attacks and sharpened blades were the Woven Fates themselves. Eldon and Kethra soon followed, with Eldon killing Julep and Kethra casting Wrath of Nature to transform the earth surrounding Mori into a sea of grappling vines. In a final, desperate act, Iolite tackled the entangled Mori and ripped the cluster of shards directly from his wound. The moment they were free, they shot into her chest, and she was lifted into the air. The 6 shards converged inside her, becoming whole. Unable to contain the infinite power, her stone skin began to fracture as light poured from her eyes and mouth. A massive wave of pure radiant energy then exploded from her, vaporizing Mori and knocking everyone else, friend and foe alike, unconscious, ending the session in a blinding flash of light.
It is the month of memories, but there is no flashback today.
Shit.
No reminiscing of times better or worse. There is only the present and how you exist in it. The dust hangs heavy, suspended in the air like ash after a fire. Chunks of stone still fall in slow, reluctant tumbles, each one echoing louder than it should in the sudden, awful quiet. The shock of the explosion still hums faintly in your bones, but you stand earthbound, unshaken. Everything around you, however, is ruin. The once living chamber has collapsed in on itself. Thick roots lie charred or torn, half buried under fallen boulders. The terrain is fractured, ridges of upheaved stone, broken columns jutting at unnatural angles, veins of shattered crystal spiderwebbing through the earth like scars. It would be impassable for most, but not for you. Rain still falls through the jagged opening above. Thin, silvery streaks that shimmer in the air, catching on dust and drifting down like tears from the sky. And just ahead, the tree. Even damaged, it's magnificent. A towering titan of wood and memory, its bark split and glowing faintly from where it absorbed the blast. Branches too wide to wrap your arms around arc out in every direction. Many now cracked, some splintered entirely. But the blossoms remain. Shades of rose and amaranth cling stubbornly to the branches and flutter through the air like slow-motion confetti. A storm of petals falling over the battlefield. They litter the ground, soft and delicate against a backdrop of ruin, beautiful in their chaos. A perfect metaphor for what you've all endured. Grace and violence entwined. Beneath the rubble, there's movement. A twitch of a hand, a shudder of breath. They aren't gone, not all of them, but they're buried. Some deeply, some barely hanging on. And at the center of it all, in a crater carved by her own body and power, lies Iolite. She has changed. What does Iolite look like now?
Iolite is, I guess if you were looking down into the crater where she is, and she's on her back, and everything that she's wearing is kind of damaged, and particularly where the shard had to penetrate through into her chest is just completely torn open. And now from the magic just exploding out of her, the same kind of patterns that the cracks had once followed are still there, but they are much deeper and extend much further. So now deep cracks extend all the way down her arm and across her chest and up the side of her face, all the way up to her hairline. And her eyes are closed. But if they were open, you would see that her pupil and her iris of her eye that were once blue is now kind of a gray, silver, almost looks like a crackle of broken ice or glass. And the light, the opalescent light, is still emitting from all of these cracks, but as she lies there longer, that light starts to fade and fade until it's barely visible, kind of deep within.
The dust thickens. A branch creaks. The storm continues to fall, soft and cold, on your shoulders. Kethra. As you stand there, taking everything in, it's difficult to see. There's dust. You can hear the tumbling of rocks. In one direction, you see Iolite deep in that crater of her own making. And then you catch some movement out of the corner of your eye, and off to the side in another direction, you can see what appear to be 5 or 6 ravens that are circling one particular spot and cawing out in loud squawks, and they're just circling back and forth. Do you move towards Iolite, or do you begin the search for Kai, Eldon, Ayla, Theratrix, somewhere beneath the stone?
Should go to Iolite first.
Okay. It is easy enough for you to move through the stone as you take one moment to look at the birds that are clearly calling you to one direction, and then another to your friend. Your earth elemental body, much larger than you are typically, just rolls through, diving under the rock when necessary, popping above, melding with it until you reach the body of Iolite. What do you do?
She would grab Iolite as the elemental and basically pick her up and start moving towards Kai.
Okay. Do you have any things on your person? I mean, your bags are all blended into your body and inaccessible as an elemental. Or you're going to pick up and move.
Yes.
Like both. Okay. I'm going to have Iolite make a death save. Oh, no, wait. You're stable. So never mind. Oh. You were stabilized by that. So you are moving towards where the crows are circling. This is going to be a skill challenge to rescue your friends in the rubble. You need to succeed on 4 before you fail on 3. And this is a group challenge in that if she finds you and you are added to the pool of people, you can also do something in this. So if there's a failed roll, there will be a complication that I roll to add to what's going on in the scene. But you rumbling with Iolite over your shoulder, you can feel her breathing because of your tremor sense. You know she's very weak, but she's alive. And you don't, in that moment, you didn't see any indication. Of course, there could be internal damage of all kinds, but you didn't see that she had been hurt. It was like she was protected by this energy, and then it hit everybody else. So you are headed towards Kai, or you assume it's Kai. You can make a pretty standard assumption that it's Kai.
And
that
the whole
Raven
time
Queen
she's
is.
walking with Iolite, she's going, Iolite, Iolite, through the walkie-talkies, trying to get into you. Hey, Iolite, 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 Iolite! Just screaming her name repeatedly, just to see if she can get her to kind of. I know you're fucked up, but come on.
Unfortunately, no response. But that doesn't slow you down.
Nope.
So you get over to the space where you believe Kai's body. The problem with Kai is that he doesn't breathe. His heart beats, but it's a very faint beat. So it's unclear how far down he is. What kind of skill would you like to use to try to get to him? And really, it's whatever you think makes sense of all the skills. Athletics, survival, perception, just whatever you think as you're looking at what is available to you. The DC, most of these DCs are 15.
No pressure. Let's do perception.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d20.
She's taking herself out.
Where'd it go? Is it gone? Oh.
13.
13.
Plus, you got modifiers, right?
That was plus it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I was like, fuck. That the fuck me tone in my voice.
Okay. So you are standing over. There's like the breathing of Iolite, the beating of her heart is making it difficult to find the very faint heartbeat of where Kai could be. And you know you have to be careful, because just because you know someone is under stone does not mean you just go tearing stone up. You can move stone in the wrong place and crush somebody. If you're doing, you have to be careful with your movements. So you place Iolite down on the ground beside you, and begin shifting the stone to the side. And as you do, you actually pull up one of the stones, and lying there in front of you is Dropple. She you first notice her fedora actually lying on the ground there, and as you lift up one of the stones, you hear a little cough that comes from her, and she just kind of like rolls over, looking up at you in your elemental form, and she takes a deep breath, and you can see she closes her eyes and tears are running down the sides of her face. She's just lying down, and as the rain is hitting her face, her arms are kind of like just out, and she tries to say something, just you're not sure what it is, but she kind of coughs and lies there, not really moving. She's conscious, but just lying there. Are you doing anything?
I look over at Adam's like
Or are you just continuing to go for Kai?
she's continuing to go. She's gonna basically say, and not that she's gonna understand
You
it.
just hear.
I'll be fucking back for you.
Yeah, there's no response as you just begin moving these away. So it's one failure, but there is one person that was not Kai that was found. It takes you longer than you would like. Kai, I'm going to have you make a death save because...
Is this public, or does everyone have to close their eyes?
Whatever you want.
All right, let's make it secret. No one
Okay.
look. No one look.
He said no one DM.
Not even I can know.
I'm grabbing my anxiety snacks.
Okay. All right. You are trying to find Kai. I'm actually going to have the two of you also make death saves because it was a failure.
Okay, no pressure.
Secrets.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. How do I? So these folks.
I saw it.
Oh, you did. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I don't need to know, apparently. I don't need to guess what it was, so. Okay, so I'm going to say, like, after a little while, you...
Do I have to do one for Theratrix too?
Yes, you can do it there.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because of the explosion. I was like, no, Kai stabilized him.
You can see.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm trying to roll them so you can see at least.
You finally lift up one of the final rocks, and Kai is there, but he is not conscious. You're still in your earth elemental form. You lift him up out of the rocks, place him down gently. You all have your stuff, so you can see his pack is barely hanging on by a thread, but your things are around. Does Kai have any like health potions or anything?
Yeah, I think we all should have some because Kai bought some before the trip for everyone.
This is where
giant stone hands.
I know. I'm gonna say Nyx is probably gonna come in handy.
I was
here.
gonna say this is gonna be a Nyx job.
Right,
You're
because
gonna
it's
like just break it over his mouth.
glass and
everywhere.
it's fine.
How far away am I and Nyx from Iolite?
Iolite would be within 5-10 feet of you because you placed her down.
Oh, I
and
thought she was
Kai
like on your shoulder.
Well,
Alright, so
yeah, not the same as me.
technically, I could give the potion to Nyx and have him give it to Iolite.
Oh, you can do it with both of them if Kai has enough potions. You can bring them both up.
She's going to give it to Nyx and say, "Give this to Iolite," and she's going to drop her Earth Elemental.
Okay.
And go up to Kai and grab him by the back of the neck, slice her hand, and drip blood into his mouth.
Okay. All right. So.
He wakes up and tries to kill you.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity save.
Kai and Iolite, you blink your eyes. It's hard to see, and there's a moment where you're not sure if this is even, is this the afterlife. It's like that gray kind of brown dust in the air.
Oh. I was like, oh, I hope I make that one. Oh, I hope I can make that work. Whew. I do apologize in advance because there's probably a good chance that you're waking up too. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Cat paw across the face.
So a point of exhaustion for, I mean, everybody's going to have it except for Kethra, in addition to any other points that you had. But Kai, Iolite, Kethra, you are up. One failure so far. What would you like to do to try to find, as you like kind of wake up and are just taking a moment to breathe, you see Dropple over on the side. She's almost kind of curled herself up into a ball and is just, you can see her shoulders like she's sobbing in the corner, just alone. What would you like to do? You have missing people.
Kai, do you want to go find Ayla?
That was way louder than it was.
Trying to see if they have any spells that can help, but no.
You have nothing that can help.
I will use locate object to try to find Eldon.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay. What are you focusing on?
His handsome face. No.
Sparkling,
She usually does
sparkling
that.
and
His
effervescent
earring. Usually, that's what she does.
disposition.
Oh, the earring.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have that be that will be an Arcana check, and again, the DC on that is gonna be 15.
17.
Okay. We have one success. Okay, you are able to steer over in the direction. Immediately, you get a ping on where Eldon would be. You head over there. Are the two of you helping, or are you doing your own thing?
What Kai would like to do, because Kai has had Ayla's blood, he would like to attempt to see if he can sniff her out.
Okay. That would be perception, survival, like whatever you kind of
lilac and
think would
gooseberries.
make sense.
Investigation.
Investigation, that works.
Ooh, let's go.
Right away.
Toss that bitch
There's
in.
so many different scents happening right now. The different blood of
There's
so
so
many
much
people.
So much blood.
This smells like
Come
a
on, hone in on
buffet.
a bit.
That's 18.
Okay.
Like, release your inner bloodhound. Come on, hone in.
You can find her. You see she's a little bit further away. Like Ayla, where you were going for Eldon. Eldon and Ayla were in kind of similar areas. They got pushed off pretty far, but at least in the same direction. So
As soon as Kai can see Ayla, he's gonna cast Spare the Dying.
okay. Let me roll to see if she's under rock or if she is not. She is not deep under the rock. You can kind of like see a hand pulled out.
Hand.
You will need help to
Get her
move the rocks out of the way. So what are you all doing with that? Just brute force.
I was like, oh.
Hey guys, I'm good for Eldritch Blast and Sword Swings.
I was
Okay.
like, I'm
If
over
you're
here with my
expecting me to pull
negative
out a
1
spell
strength, so I don't
to-
know how much I'm gonna be able to help, but I will.
It's like
Okay.
I can see Kai just immediately try to start moving the rubble to try and free Ayla.
Okay. And then Kethra, what are you doing to help?
Seeing that he's struggling to free Ayla, he'd be like, fuck. She'd be like, fuck, because she was going over to Dropple. But she's gonna redirect and go over to help Kai get
Okay.
the rock off Ayla. All with her -1.
All right. So
Sorry,
Kethra
Ayla.
and Kai are both pulling rocks off of Ayla, trying to get to her full body. Ayla, are you doing anything in particular or special to pull rocks off? You can see that Eldon he is not also majorly covered by the rocks. Actually, as you're doing that, you there's like a moment where you kind of catch your breath, and fairly close to where you are, you hear the sound of rocks tumbling off of something somewhat large. You look over and you can see this strange greenish cocoon that kind of like split open, and Desi crawls out of it. And is just kind of like looking around, trying to figure out. You could just barely make this out. He sees what you're doing, and without saying a word, just crawls over as quickly as he can, and the both of you start pulling the rocks off. I am going to have Ayla and Eldon make a death saving throw.
I guess spare the dying.
Oh,
Ayla.
Eldon only. Okay.
So does that mean I'm at like 1?
Just 0. You're just
You're not dying. You are...
Theratrix too, right?
Yes, and Theratrix. You pull the rocks off. It is taking a lot longer than you would like.
Is Ayla free now?
Ayla will say is free. She's not conscious. Eldon also is like getting there with Desi and Iolite.
I mean, Kai would attempt to look for Theratrix, it being the only Draconid in the area. He, again, is going to try and smell for blood that is not of a humanoid.
Okay. We'll have to do something different than investigation, but it could be perception, it could be survival.
Let's go with perception.
Okay. Ayla is still unconscious. Eldon is still unconscious.
It's all sticking. All the dice are sticking to our
I
hands.
wanted to take
I
that
know.
because it was
I
right in
know.
between the 20 and the 8.
I
I
know.
so wanted that to be the 20. That's
Oh.
22.
Okay. All right. You are able to catch a faint whiff of where Theratrix would be.
What does his blood smell like to Kai? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead.
See, normally, like, humanoid blood smells not quite sweet, but it has almost like just when you have like home cooking, it's just kind of like you just smell it and you go, oh, that's food. And then when someone's making something you're not a fan of, like for me, like some type of fish, like
His blood
it's like
smells like
I
fish.
know that that's supposed to be food, but it smells just different. It's like I understand that that's blood, but it's like no, not quite.
In my head, I imagine that it would smell like almost like smoke, like burnt food.
I'm thinking of apartment hallway smell.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Like
It
there's
probably-
really something that's probably good,
It-
but from
yeah,
the hallway
yes.
it doesn't
Like
smell good.
you walk into that apartment, it smells delicious, probably tastes amazing, but in the hallway, it always smells off.
Like curry. Curry's good, but it just smells terrible from too far away for some reason.
My neighbors that just moved out, yes. It's like every night. I'm like,
Curry's great, but when it's like too far, for some reason, the proximity does something.
Plus, it's mixed with like in a hallway. It's gonna be mixed with so many smells. You're not getting pure curry.
This
You're
is smell of living. Yeah.
Right.
and if he is able to see Theratrix again, he'll. I figured he wouldn't, but
Yeah, I just rolled. You get a bead on where Theratrix is, and you can't see his body. You can just see that somewhere in this big mass of stone, he's in there. But you're gonna need help to get to him. So you just kind of like call over. Is anyone bringing up either of these two? Snoring. Do you snore when you're unconscious? I don't know. Yeah, I would.
I mean, I feel like you
I
would,
mean,
right? You're
I've
still
seen-
breathing.
I
Like
was
you
gonna
say,
say,
I
I've
bet-
seen people get knocked unconscious.
I was gonna say, if you get
Yes.
knocked
They
unconscious,
fucking
yeah,
snore.
they do snore.
And it
your
is-
tongue's still going back there and
It is a
obstructing.
horrifying. It is a horrifying sound.
she's
Yeah.
like an anime character. There's
It
like
sounds
that
more
big bubble,
It
right?
doesn't sound. It sounds less like
What
snoring,
about
more like choking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like sleep apnea choking.
Yeah.
Kai will yell over. We're gonna need more hands. Come on, Theratrix is this way.
Iolite's gonna put, once she can reach Eldon, I'm sure they've
Yep.
kind of gotten him uncovered, she's gonna activate her gloves of hope and put them on either side of his face. And since he is unconscious, he has 20 hit points now.
Oh.
Because you heal the maximum.
All right.
Thank you.
Unconscious.
You wake up to Iolite, but not. The last time you saw Iolite, she did not look this way. Her face is cracked. Her eyes are silver. The pupils dilated.
But
It's
he
like-
recognizes it as.
Oh, it's Iolite, but it's almost like a mix. It's like something you'd see in a dream with the haze behind and the glow coming out from the side of the face. It's a dream / nightmare. Like she's there, but
It's almost like the one half of her kind of looks mostly the same,
you're right.
and then the other side is sort of this wrong version of her. She's also realized she can't see out of that eye anymore, and is kind of like, yeah, it's not coming back, it seems.
He'll raise his hand and put it to her.
You're like my mom.
I suppose you could say
Why
that.
not like your mom?
She can't see out of the one eye now.
Oh, I modeled it after her.
Yes, I
She
knew you're
inspired me.
stealing my life.
With blurry eyes, it to him it will still mostly look like Iolite. So he'll put his hand, like reach up slowly, his hand to her cheek.
Which one?
The
The fucked up one? Or
the
normal
good,
one?
no, the good, whatever his left hand.
He just like covers. It's like
This one.
We can solve this issue. It's okay.
I know a good doctor in Beverly Hills.
And he'll just put her hand to her cheek.
with Eldon there, you see Desi makes like a sigh, and then he looks at you, Iolite, and he goes, "Where's Fernilli?"
I don't know.
He gets up and starts yelling her name, Fernilli, and he's running, like falling over rocks and searching in the direction that he saw her run prior to everything. You can just hear him calling her name. You need to find Theratrix. Kai has screamed for help. Kethra was helping up Ayla. Do you?
Yes, and I was gonna cast healing word. It's 2d4 + 5.
No, you do it. Right, yeah.
So Ayla, you wake up to the
10.
sound,
Yeah.
a variety of sounds, crumbling rocks, somebody yelling for Nilly's name, Kai's yell-ish, a Kai yell, whisper yell of help to find Theratrix. And the sound of rain. You are all awake now. I need one more roll from somebody different. Eldon, Ayla, as you get up.
You or me?
And what you
Well,
think
it's
you
to
I'm
find-
on the
to
bottom
find
of
Theratrix?
initiative.
Define
if we're-
All right. Well,
Okay.
it's to find Theratrix.
Yeah, Eldon, you hear Kai's plead for help.
Can he first try to? Can he hear anything if he speaks to him in his head?
Nothing, no return.
I guess I'll just make a roll.
What would you like to do?
He will try. So do we know where he is?
You know, you can see, I mean, among all the other big rock formations and roots jutting out from everywhere. Kai is like standing in the area and points to like.
All right,
it's
so
in
there's
here.
like rocks that are covering
Yeah,
him
he's
that can be
somewhere
possibly
in
You can-
there. Yeah,
You still have the connection, right? You
I
can
do, but he
just
just.
did
I tried, but
and
she just said.
yeah, he's unconscious.
I'll try to move some of the rocks, I suppose.
Okay. With your physical self.
Yeah, I'll use. Well, you need me to make a roll, right?
Yeah, so like athletics.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do.
okay, all right.
I didn't know if you were asking for a general action or a specific. Oh, okay, that's 17 plus 9.
All right.
So in his desperation to find him, he's gonna start throwing those fucking rocks.
You got that mom strength when
Yeah.
your child's in danger.
Lift the car
Yeah.
off your child.
So you watch Eldon rush up to the pile of rocks
It's like,
and
thank you.
no business.
Shoves it uh,
Just the palm. Thank you so much. Get out of here. No, not ew. He didn't.
It's like, I love you. Well, this side of you.
Just throwing rocks off to the side. Kai, you get in there. Everybody who would, you all start like pulling all of this away.
As soon as she's done spitting up blood, she will start pulling the pebbles away.
Okay.
that's my negative one. That's all I can do.
Rib.
I need one more roll for Theratrix, as all of you.
That's the only person that has
No,
an
death save.
Oh.
We know where he is.
As all of you are pulling away the stones, and you take a couple of minutes. It would take longer, but there's adrenaline rushing. The rain isn't making it easier. It's like making the stones slick. You're pulling everything away. It is helping with the dust that has been settling. Off in the distance, every once in a while, you feel and hear like the rumble of stone where somewhere something is collapsing. But eventually you do pull the stones away, and there is the broken body of Theratrix. Not moving, eyes closed. What do? You have succeeded in finding all of your folks with only one failure. So
He will
going
immediately
to
put his hands. Who finds him first?
whoever you want, yeah.
I imagine it's Eldon, as with the high roll, he's just chucking these rocks.
Mhm.
He's immediately gonna put his hands on him with tears in his eyes, hidden by the rain, of course, and because men don't cry. And he'll cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level.
Okay. Being unsure of whether it will work and being the last one in the group to be found, you kind of, the rest of you stepping back and looking at Theratrix, and you're all holding your breath as Eldon places his hands down on Theratrix's body and casts Cure Wounds. And what happens?
Light will come from the scales on the sides of his head, and much like before that you guys have seen, his eyes will glow, and you'll see that energy pulse down into his hands. It's almost like it comes from his scales and then his chest, like his heart, and then down his hands and into Theratrix. And that was, he made, I can't remember exactly.
It was enough.
It was 2 and 2, right?
2 and 1.
2 and 1.
You see like a humanoid would make like a gasping sound that catches everybody off guard. Theratrix, his inhale of breath, being a dragon, is much more dramatic and loud, and almost like a roar that is instinctual and something he can't hold back. As all of this energy comes in, his heart, which was beating but faintly, begins to beat louder and stronger, and he just throws his head back and does this roar up into the sky, and then kind of collapses down on the stone, exhausted. And the rain is falling. You have all found each other.
How far away is Desi calling?
While you were pulling away the stone, you stopped hearing Desi call, but it didn't register until just now when you've been able to take your own breath. So you don't know where he is. It was...
So I can't see.
No, the dust is still heavy in the air, but...
Well, I'm going to look around at everybody and cast... She's gonna just do this motion, and little balls of blue orbs start flying around, and she casts Mass Healing Word at 5th level on everybody in the party.
So it's 3d8 for
Okay.
the first cure wounds for him.
4d4.
No, I know. It's because I cured for cure wounds for Theratrix.
All right.
Oh. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 healing for everybody. And she's just... Ayla's looking around. Spits up a little more blood into her hands.
You said 16?
15. Does one of these. She looks at Iolite and just touches the new cracked side. And then the tail goes around and she brings her in for a hug. And then the tail goes around and grabs Kethra. She goes, hi. And then she walks over after a few moments, walks over and hugs everybody else.
Eldon's like holding Theratrix's face, like, you did so good. You did so good, my precious boy.
How you feeling though when somebody hugs you but your arms are pinned and just kind of...
Theratrix just is looking around and says...
She'd be petting him. Just
He
good
goes
dog.
to say something, but then he sees... You can see him, like, just locks eyes with everybody individually. Like, making a mental, like, roster check off in his head, and then he just takes a sigh and he relaxes himself.
He's such a good boy.
I am going to roll openly for you all on whether or not, and I'm only giving each of them, I'd only given each of them one death save as just a, let's see, on Fernilly.
There's what we know about Fernilly, and then what do our characters know about what Fernilly?
Yeah.
I know all about Fernilly.
He's like, I know all about
hope
that
she's dead.
I
bitch.
know everything I need to
Do you
know.
hope she's
So this is the one and only death save?
I'm
for-
doing one and only death
for
save
Fernilly.
for Fernilly.
Huh?
I already did Gary's, and I did Dropple's as well, which you saw Dropple.
Oh.
I was hoping for that nat one that dead did.
As you are all getting yourselves prepared, hugging and realizing, like, kind of stepping back, looking at Iolite, who has changed, whose body is impacted significantly by this transformation. The dust begins to settle, and you can start to make out more of the battlefield, we'll say. Off in the distance, you can see the small figure of Dropple. She has put her hat on and is kind of like dragging herself off. There's like a little outcropping of rock that she's just trying to like pull herself out of, just getting drenched by this rain. And then scanning, you can see this arm that's just kind of like broken and a leg just crushed, possibly, most likely Gary. And then you can see Desi a little bit further, who is cradling clearly Fernilly. Just, he's on the ground and she's in his lap and he's just kind of rocking back and forth and pushing the rain out of her face and kind of talking to her. What are you doing?
Iolite's storming over there.
To Desi and Fernley specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ayla's right behind her.
I was gonna say, yeah. Eldon is very much on her heels, pulling an arrow out of his quiver and knocking it.
Okay.
I'm just walking next to her, matching her pace. I like to think that we pass Fernley, not for Dropple, and I don't know what anybody else does, but Ayla just looks at her, like without emotion, but making sure that Dropple sees that she sees her.
Yep.
And then continues on.
Dropple just barely kind of glances up at you as you go, but she's more like just hugging herself and keeping herself out of the range. She's shivering, like the adrenaline is working its way out of her system, and she's got the like tremors that happen when you have that happen to yourself, and she's just kind of shaking off on the side. Desi is kind of facing off to the side, and so he's not paying attention to you, and he's got Fernley in his arms, and she's like looking up at him, and he's just talking to her as you guys approach.
When Iolite gets to them, she is like very angrily like storming over there. And by the time she gets there, like the anger is sort of like, you can see the glow starting to like come out a bit.
Does the glow change color depending on whether she's...
Like, is it red when
Mood
she's
ring.
mad?
Like seriously, she's like a mood like she's on a mood ring,
Hey,
bro.
look, to be fair, we have no fucking idea what she is right now.
True.
She is glorious. Is
But now
what
it's
She is.
Clarification.
Eldon still sees her as a fucking goddess, but I don't know. Adam doesn't know what she can do.
No, it's still that like opalescent, like white with kind of almost like flickers of blues and pinks that kind of, what an opal looks like, but it's mostly like white is kind of the base color. So by the time she is like gets herself over there, it's like her eye and her face are all kind of like not all the way like lit up, but kind of. She was helping him. She was going to kill me and you. She was in on it.
You just kind of yell this at Desi as
Yeah.
you approach.
And I'm like pointing at her, like that bitch right there.
That one, not
The one
this.
that you're holding.
As she says this, Eldon's going to draw his bow and step around them, and he's going to draw on Fernley, like straight on.
Okay. Desi hears you but watches the actions of Eldon, and you see his hand starts to glow, and he holds Fernley tighter and looks up at you, Eldon, and just shakes his head. And he's addressing Iolite, but he's looking at Eldon because Eldon has knocked a bow. And he says, "You won. She's not a threat to you. I don't doubt what you say is true, but you've won. What are you going to do? Kill her in cold blood? You've already won."
She lied to you. Do you still love her?
He looks over at you, Iolite. I've been lied to a lot in this life. Yeah, I still love her. What do you want me to say?
I've never lied to you.
I believe you. But I'm not going to let you kill her.
You believe she loved you? That she loves you now?
No. I don't need her to love me. I don't need her to love me for me to love her. And I don't need her to love me for me to believe that she deserves to live. And not be murdered here by all of you.
He is right. This day is ours, and it has been a long one. Put the bow down.
He said we won. He didn't include himself in that, Iolite. He said you won the day.
I did.
In
I've
the-
lost everything.
In the walkie-talkie, she's gonna go, do you want me to end this bitch?
Ayla just breathes.
There's no shame in it.
I can't include myself with you all. What did I win? What have I won?
Shut the fuck up, Desi.
Does this look like winning? Does this look like winning? I'm alive because otherwise I would be dead, and I had to do something. Otherwise, all of us would be dead, including you.
You're right.
Because the person you're holding was content to let you die.
She had no problem with you dying.
I know. I am not arguing with you. None of you. You're right. If that's what you want to hear, you're right. But
We don't have to kill her in cold blood, but you can put her down and walk away.
No.
If you get hit with the shrapnel, it's on you. Okay, I'm gonna look at Ayla and go. And she's gonna look at you like confirmation. Let her know what you want to do.
It's not... I don't want that on you.
I'm totally fine with it.
And I love you for that.
Fernelli kind of like coughs a little bit. She's conscious. She's not unconscious. She's just been catching her breath. And she reaches up and she just touches Desi's face. He looks down at her. And you can see her mouth to him. She just goes, "Thank you." And he hugs her closer. And he says, as he hugs her, he then looks to the rest of you. And he looks at you, Iolite, and he's like, "You might as well kill me too. I can't go through life like this. All this blood on my hands. And if that's what you want for me, then so be it. But I'm not gonna let you kill her. I'm not gonna let you do it."
So you've made your choice then. You're choosing her.
I'm choosing the right thing.
You do realize every time you thought you were doing the right thing, it led to the worst moments in your life, right? What, you think a bump on the head is gonna change your instincts? You're a damn fool. And Kai's just gonna walk away.
We do not need to kill her, but we do not need to help her. She is defeated. We must recover. And she takes a step back, and she's going to begin the 10-minute ritual of casting Tiny Hut for us to be able to recoup. And in that 10 minutes, anybody who's not going to get into the circle, which we're all familiar, you need to be inside it at this point because I've done it so many times. If you're outside of it, once it's fully formed, you're not getting in.
Right.
So she's beginning the ritual. It's encompassing us. It's encompassing
Yes.
us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so Desi and her are right outside of it. So he can make the choice to walk into it before the 10 minutes is up.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Eldon's arm is starting to like tremble from holding this for so long, but he's still not letting go, and he's just looking at Ayla.
Kethra's just waiting.
She's gonna kind of like have him put it down. You know how much I loved you. More than I loved myself. I loved you. Always. And I did what I did to keep you safe today.
Same. Iolite, if you killed her right now, you think you could walk away and live with yourself. A person who is lying here broken on the ground, that's not the Iolite that I know. She can't fight back. The person she did this for is gone. You won. And if you walked away after blowing her to pieces or whatever it is you can do now, I don't think you would sleep the same way. I'm doing this for you.
Kethra just starts throwing produce flame.
She's like dying to. I'm not going to blow her to pieces. But regardless, the Iolite that you know is dead. And she'll just kind of turn around and storm off a bit.
He watches you storm off as Ayla's doing a shimmy.
Shimmy cooking.
A little hip check here is just like with a stern look on her face.
Sorry, this is the only way I can do it.
And Desi just holds on to Fernilli, who she just closes her eyes. She hasn't said anything. She's not, other than the whispered thank you to him. Dropples off by herself, and 10 minutes later the hut is there.
So you guys you're walking away?
Oh no, she went to go find Dropple.
Okay. Before,
I gotta kill somebody. So
after-
who can I find?
after
one's
Iolite
gonna
walks
stop me from
away,
killing Dropple.
Eldon is going to get down on
She did
one
say she's
knee.
gonna be back. Not that they didn't understand.
He's going to
her,
get
but-
down to a knee, like, right next to them, and completely violating his person, like, in his face. And you tried to kill me?
To Desi saying that?
She tried to kill
Oh,
me,
okay.
my brother, and the woman that I love. She is granting you mercy. But if I ever see you again, either of you, there will be no second chances. You'll die. And then
Yeah.
he'll stand and he'll just walk away.
Yeah, he does not reply to you. His facial expression doesn't change. He just says nothing. You head over to where Dropple is. She is, actually I'll describe as you're walking over, it's an open air cavernous space, as there were multiple tunnels. Many of the tunnels have collapsed in, but you can still see that there are some that are available to move through on the edges. It's a mess. It's hard to walk through it, but you eventually make your way back over to where Dropple is. She is, she's, hugging herself outside of the rain under this like rock that's shielding her. She still looks soaked through, but she's just kind of rocking back and forth. And still her whole body is like shaking as Kethra, you come over. She has not really looked up at you as you approach.
Hey!
She
She
looks,
fucking kicks her.
Eyes up. Eyes up.
Look at me. I am captain now.
make
I am Kethra now.
You shot that.
No?
make a wisdom check.
She was a half-orc, right?
Dropple? I did believe you.
Wisdom check.
Getting all sweaty.
That good, huh?
Like, what the fuck? I got a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
You're just
She looks.
storming with emotion.
Yeah.
Rage.
She looks up at you, and she's just shaking. That's no real response other than acknowledging your presence.
She's like, you gonna fucking say anything?
You hear a tiny voice that just says, "What do you want me to say?"
I really didn't want you to say anything, and she's gonna grab her by the back of the neck and start dragging her back to all of them.
Okay.
Scruffs her.
She's like, let's fucking go. Let's go.
Just like the Mandrake Rook in Harry Potter. You're just holding her. She's sitting there screaming.
So you just drag this little gnome wearing her hat back to the group as you're all kind of gathering in the space where the tiny hut is being formed.
Look what I found. Can I kill this one? I'm really not asking for permission, though, guys.
I am not an advocate for murdering, but I will not stop you.
Ayla's no fun. She goes, Ayla's no fun.
It's called preemptive self-defense.
Don't do it where the hut is forming.
So you
It will
You
smell
want blood on the
inside.
curtains or something?
Are you still holding on to her, or
Yeah.
did you let her go? Okay.
She's still hanging. She's gonna, hey Kai, can I borrow your sword?
I guess so. And it's like almost the same size as Kethra.
It's like, ooh. She's like, this is gonna be fun. And she just slices off her fucking head.
Ooh.
And throws
whoa.
it at fucking Desi and Fernilly. Now get the fuck out!
Well,
Okay.
we're murder hobos now.
So
I'm like,
I
let's
didn't have a choice,
let's
okay?
be good, folks. Let's be
Hey, you
good.
guys should have
Let's
let me kill Fernilly. It would have been much easier.
as you take the sword and slice it through the neck of Dropple, it dissipates, and there's nothing in your hands. You remember that Dropple is an illusory magic wizard.
She's still under the stone.
So that's not the real drop.
Yeah.
She was crawling away the whole time.
She goes, well, that's like murder blue balls.
There's a
gotta kill
pause in the
somebody.
conjuring of this hut.
And
It's just, you
then-
see like it almost starts to like go back in as like Isla's like,
The wretched scratch.
She's like,
And
I have been on my best behavior. I haven't just randomly killed anybody. You guys gotta let me get my murder out.
Eldon is not like, he looks very unfazed at that. Like, he's just very on board now with killing all of these people because they tried to kill Ayla and Theratrix. And him and all of us.
She's like, see, I am a firm believer in us killing them because killing the messenger, it sends a message.
who would the message be for at this point?
Does it fucking matter?
For Nilly and Desi.
As the
I
hut,
believe they got the message. There is no longer an Asterim's End.
Did they at least see that Kethra was gonna cut her head off?
Desi did.
Good.
Yeah. He just is watching, but the look that you see on his face is not like one you've ever seen before in all your years of knowing him. He is all that you can see on Desdeer's face is like a sadness, disappointment that's directed at all of you. Like the kind that you don't want to be directed at a particular person, so you try so hard to subdue that look. But he can't help as he watches all of you. And when, like, he kind of caught his breath when he watched, and, you know, it solidified that you absolutely would kill them.
She's like, you're pathetic.
Yeah, you just watch his face as your hut.
And this is Kethra through the hut.
It completes and then it's opaque, so you can't. Like,
Yeah. So,
So does this mean that we get to change our name to Asterim's End's End?
Yes!
We ended Asterim's
We
End.
ended Asterim's End.
Is that
I'm
the
eating a
episode
whole
title?
bag of
Asterim's
without it
End's
being
End.
stressed out.
It's like, you know, Asterim's End.
Ender.
Fuck them up.
as the hut dissipates the following morning, the rain had stopped. The devastation, I mean, you can see out if you want to, but it was night and, you know, you rested. It's much quieter in the space. What you see when you wake up is Fernilli is gone, but Desi is not. He is just sitting by himself against the tree. It's hard to tell if he's asleep or awake, but he is just sitting away from your hut, probably like 30 feet away. Just alone as you wake up. He doesn't move his head or anything as you all prepare yourselves.
Before they went to bed, Iolite would have gone over to Kai and kind of like, not actually verbally said anything, but like, she's like covered in Mori's blood. Like her hands.
You lick this off.
Yes, that's exactly what she wanted.
He needs the
right
sustenance.
licking
End of the day.
prestidigitation, right? We're just gonna have lick it off.
She just,
So Kai
Double
gave
use,
you
though. Double
Kai
use.
gave you a fresh new kit.
Would he do that for everybody or just her?
no one else is soaked in blood though.
I mean,
True. We're all pretty fucked up, but not to the
Iolite
degree that Iolite is.
asked.
Kai only does it if you ask. Like a true noble.
Iolite will walk over to Desi.
Okay. He doesn't move as you get closer.
He doesn't look at her or anything. She's gonna crouch down and try to like meet his gaze.
He, his head tilts slightly to look at you as you do that. He's awake. He looks horrible, but he's awake.
Where did she go?
I don't know. And I don't care.
She abandoned you.
She didn't abandon me. To abandon something, you have to have it in the first place. She just left.
She's gonna kneel in front of him and just like hug him.
For the first time ever since the day you met him, when that carriage approached the sidereal assembly and he came out running so excited, another kid, and he gave you a hug so tight as if you had known each other your entire lives. It's like he doesn't even have the energy to give you back a hug, an embrace of any kind. He's just existing.
I'm sorry, Des.
For what?
All of it.
I'm not sorry. This is what happened. I wouldn't change it because this is what happened. With all the decisions that I made, this is how it turned out. It could be worse. But it's not.
What now then?
I don't know. Your friend said he'd kill me if he saw me again. But I kind of feel like if I leave here on my own, I'm just gonna end up dead out there. I can follow you guys 15 feet, out of view. Just till we get somewhere safer.
You don't need to do that. You can just come with us. He's not gonna kill you.
I'd give him a run for his money. He smiles. I know you all think I'm really just weak. But the truth is, I've just chosen not to. Not kill you, I just mean use my magic. How I could. You saw me. I'm not weak.
No, you're very strong. And very brave.
You don't have to do that.
And very handsome. And very funny.
I'm glad you didn't kill her.
I'm glad I didn't kill her too.
I knew you would be... I knew you wouldn't be okay if you did.
I'm already not okay. I would have been even less okay. So thank you.
They don't have to talk to me. I'll stay behind. I get it. But you're alive. And that's all that matters.
Come on.
He stands up and very quietly and slowly starts walking over to the rest of your group as you're getting yourselves ready. And that is where we're going to take a break. As Desi and Iolite walk back to the remnants of the camp, the tiny hut dissipated, the sun's shining down over the carcass of the once magical tree, still the ground littered with petals, pinks, and...
Is the tree
Like-
dead? Like, fully dead?
If we just
Or is
nuked
it just-
this area.
Well,
Big tree.
the reason I ask is because is it dead or is it just non-sentient anymore?
It's no longer animated, yeah.
but
no
it's
lo-
like still
it's-
alive.
It looks like it's going to take a while to recover to its full capacity, but
Just
it's
never
still
know when
alive.
it's gonna come back up.
Possibly the root system having spread throughout this area will be helpful to it, as it has a lot of backup. But Ayla,
That was a very,
Ayla-
that was a very Ayla thing to do.
Ayla was preparing food, making boot stew or whatever I said earlier. Ration stew.
Hobo stew. Who is that? What the heck?
So when she comes over with Desi after that interaction, and I'm assuming everybody's either giving stink eye or ignoring him, Ayla comes over and hands him a bowl of the ration breakfast stew, and doesn't say anything, but does that rustle to the hair, and
Okay.
then
You reach up and rustle his hair.
and then walks back.
Okay. He just sits down on the edge to eat. He says thank you, of course.
Eldon's eyes are gonna be on Iolite.
Mix is gonna walk up to him, look at him, hiss at him, and walk away.
He just keeps eating. He's not. You can tell from his expression. He's not really looking at any of you. He's just kind of off to the side, doing his thing.
Then Nyx is gonna say to me, "He's dead to me, Ayla. Kethra. He's dead to me."
Till he coughs up some croutons.
She's like, "But he could get me the best baguette in all of Eleothis, and he can shove it up his ass."
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, Nyx.
You get the impression from how he is presenting himself and conducting himself that he is not
Sorry.
That's some good soup.
he is full and happy.
My contribution.
That feels very Desi to like everyone's kind of awkwardly sitting, and then he just
Brrr.
got this giant fur. He's like,
he's not ashamed of what he did. He's owning it. He doesn't feel bad about having protected Fernilli, and made sure that she walked out of here wherever it is that she went. Whatever conversation they might have had last night, if any, he accepts what his role is in this space with you all, and this is the choice he made, and he does not appear to be trying to like ingratiate himself to you or anything. He has done what he is going to do, and your reactions are what they are going to be, and he is okay with it. He's not holding his head in shame. He's holding his head down in, trying not to take up space, which he's already expressed that he's felt that he took up space in your presence anyway, so he's just kind of there.
When Eldon looks over at Iolite, he's looking at I suppose in his face would the expression of this is what you want?
I think she'll meet his gaze and kind of silently give him the nod of yeah. We're not killing him, please.
The expression on his face would be one of he would nod, but Iolite would clearly tell that Eldon does not like it.
How long do you all spend in the open air cavern? There's nothing here that's trying to hurt you. You are hurting, points of exhaustion. You're tired.
How many points?
So was that a long rest that we took?
Because I have one here from last sessions. I don't remember what that exhaustion was from. So
Yeah, you'll need a day, which you could either spend here or you could leave. You do have a horse out there somewhere.
maybe we might have a horse skeleton out there somewhere.
Didn't we have the horse had a name? What was it name?
It wasn't old Betsy
Marisol?
or whatever. Oh, Marisol.
Marisol. Good memory. Damn.
Or was Marisol the one who left?
No,
Marisol died or something. No,
Marisol
who
got
died?
carried
Isn't
away
it
by a
Betsy
rock.
that got
Old
taken
Betsy.
by the big bird?
Old Betsy
It's
and
one of them.
Marisol.
It was old Betsy and Marisol. It's whichever one you want. You forget, you just call out whichever.
Of course.
So either way, if you spend a day recovering, whatever the case may be, Iolite, you remember that you had cast. You had left a stone at the entrance of the caverns to more easily find your way back. And so as you all travel through the caverns, the tunnels, it's a little bit more windy, but there's no pulsing, attacking, animated roots to slow you down.
Well, could we have plundered the corpse of Gary? Like, see if he was carrying anything good?
You sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, Eldon's gonna try to lift up those rocks using his misplaced rage. And Desi being back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just loot all the bodies. Not just get.
Yeah, I'm curious if Mori's.
I think
He got
Mori was
didn't he get turned to
vaporized.
dust. He got like turned to soot.
So, because Mori and Julep, like they couldn't brace themselves in any way, you can find Mori, but you're going to find Mori here, and there, and over there.
I thought it was like those poor people in Nagasaki.
I thought it's just
No,
a
it's
shadow of
They're just
Mori
like
on
a
the
soot
ground.
shadow.
Yeah, no, it's more like not vaporized in that turned to dust, but
Like a popped
Blown
water
to-
balloon.
like yeah, it's
So there's not like clothes to rummage through. It's like everything.
Just
Yeah,
more, it's
everything
more
kinda-
just chunks.
Gary. You can.
Mori bits.
What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna go through his shit before we leave, and then because I don't have the strength to bury him, she's going to just kind of leave a little rock cairn at that spot before we leave.
Okay. Desi will help you with that, and actually he's actually, if he sees you do that and you're being respectful to Gary's body, then he will go over and join you, and he actually is just gonna kind of like kneel down in front of the cairn that you've made, and you see him kind of touch the sides at the base of the largest stone at the bottom, and little flowers and vines will grow up from the sides and intertwine around the stones to hold them in place with a flower on top. You can roll to see what kind of, like, let's say a D, whatever you want, D100 or D20.
Yeah, I gotta roll my big D20.
Okay.
It sounded dirty, didn't it? It's a 17.
Really get it in the palm of your hand. Really feel it out.
You said 17.
Yep.
What you do find in his garments, there isn't too much that
Is the bulge real? Or is it a zucchini wrapped in tinfoil?
what bulge.
Oh my
Does
god.
it have a
you're gonna
pants
go
bulge?
assault a
Not a
corpse?
hairy
Bulge?
bulge?
You're gonna check.
That's
the
like desecrating a
bulge?
corpse.
Was there a bulge? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
remember.
Isn't
I
that how we
remember.
found him in the plant? That's how we identified him.
That
You had
is
some
how.
pants with a bulge.
Oh, I did.
That
Apparently,
is how Eldon found him in the plant.
Okay.
Identified him by
I
the
will
bulge.
trust
He
you
saw
all.
the bulge coming out of the plant pod.
I only know because I spent many hours editing those videos for
I
the
saw
shorts
that
this
short.
week.
That detail in particular did not stick with me. But
Get that David Bowie bulge.
Yeah,
from the labyrinth.
yeah. Just-
Dance magic time.
I roll investigation to see if that bulge is real.
it's real if you want it to be.
A body.
I wanted to
No,
make it
I'm
more
going
easy.
through I'm going through the pockets.
But you make it a little pit stop.
The
to-
coin purse.
Yeah.
Well, you got to reach around and see what you got in there.
It's called
You
the
got-
coin purse for a reason. isn't
Reach
it?
around.
You
Reach around.
find a coin.
Hey, last
Oh,
session.
coin.
See, it wasn't a bulge at all. It was just a giant.
It's a
Giant
coin made of mithril.
Oh, shit. Bilbo.
That's what it was in his pants.
It's-
It is. You're not sure how much money it's worth, but it is worth a lot of money. A
Whoa.
lot of money.
Well, shit, let's find everybody else.
So he wasn't hung. He was just
Everyone's
rich. Very good to know.
Kept all his money in a sock in his
No wonder
pants.
it looked like a disc.
It's given off very, very like tech bro kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go get my dick
an
worked on
NFT.
because it's small and now I'm a billionaire.
This crypto's really gonna pop off one day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove all my money in my crotch, so it looks like I have a big weenus.
Okay, so you give a little send away to Gary.
Little.
Head off.
Make that noise too, then. Wah, wah. Thanks for all the memories. Wah, wah.
As you exit the caverns and come back to your horse, who looks up at you all as you approach.
What did you guys do?
What you do see up in the tree right above where you left your cart is a murder, if you will, of 5 or 6 ravens that are just sitting up above on a branch, silently watching as you exit.
Are those friends of yours?
I don't think they're friends, but I definitely can't rule out that they're not watching the Raven Queen.
Well, they certainly have a lot to report back, I would think.
There was a lot of death that happened really fast.
Well, what now?
Well, we're basically out in the middle of nowhere. And I don't think it's a good idea to go back. Not unless you are looking to become the voice full time.
I think that's gonna have to wait for now.
Well, not too long, because we do have some obligations in a few months that we must, we made verbal agreements.
You made verbal agreements on my singing talents, which are non-existent. But
This is news to me.
Oh, many appointments are made at the party for the voice.
Oh, okay, this is clear. So it's just things for him.
Oh,
right?
it is just him.
Oh,
I'll-
great. 'Cause
the
I had no
voice-
intention of going
the
anyway.
voice will need backup singers, so
Not all were singing engagements, and some were just.
She goes dancing.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were talking.
you just had
me.
to show up and
I like the idea of
wave.
Nyx popping up like me. Like Nyx has like the voice, like a castrato fucking.
And Kethra, sit
singing
down.
voice.
Hey, Kethra, sit down. Sit down.
Nyx puts a paw on your face like, I got this.
This is my time to shine.
Start singing Buckaroo. As you're standing
Gonna
there
propose that.
talking amongst yourselves,
Whoa.
the ravens begin making these loud noises, and you look up at them. One of them kind of like swoops down around Kai, does a little like rotation, and then flies up into the sky. Another one, like they start doing this strange, almost whirlwind maneuver, and they're cawing the entire time as you watch them, and then they're all just kind of hovering around, and then you see them like one by one start taking off to the north.
I think they might be leading us somewhere. To the north.
What's north of here?
Devenia.
Devenia.
That is exactly where you do not want to be going. Is that correct?
Well, whether or not I would prefer to be going that way, I think that's where we need to go. Where I need to go.
Well, considering the last 24 hours, what the hell? Why do we not go up to Devenia?
It'll be safer if we get out of the meadows either way, and Devenia should be safer than out here.
And how are you feeling? Are you able to travel?
I'll manage.
You most certainly will. The most powerful one here.
I don't know about that.
You always have been.
If we are heading to Devenia, we should just be careful. I don't know how the Queen will react if she hears that I am back in country. Especially after her warning.
Was the warning not to return to Devenia?
Then Malachi Morningstar should stay dead.
True, but that was not a stay away from Devenia.
Usually when a message is sent with someone's throat being slit, I think that's how you're supposed to interpret it.
Will she know if you return?
If I'm recognized. But she had that person able to track us down on the boat. So I wouldn't be surprised if she won't find out.
Would this help you? He's gonna tug on his cloak of elven kind.
Quite honestly, I'm not too keen on what my grandmother wishes. Not anymore. I think this is where I'm supposed to go.
Perhaps we can find some way to disguise you along the way.
That's why I said that. I don't know if you know the cloak of elven kind can keep you from being seen, or at least perceived. Gives you advantage.
Perhaps. Perhaps if it's needed. But I feel as though there's something the Raven Queen still wants me to learn.
What the Raven Queen may want of you and what your grandmother may want of you most likely conflict. So be careful. But we're all here to help you.
What do you feel about going back to Devenia, Kethra?
I'm in an utter and complete denial. I don't want to go back to that hellhole. It looks like we don't have a fucking choice.
Did Kethra only see from Devenia her village? I can't remember
She traveled
where.
through parts and then she stayed in Aurora House for a little while before the boat.
So you stayed in the city. Aurora House
Yeah.
is the city. Okay.
The capital city.
So were there no redeeming qualities of Devenia?
Not to me. Everything still had the residual stench of Squall's End. And to be honest, Aurora House didn't look much different.
Fair enough.
There won't be as much glitz and glamour as from Aporia. But
That's fine by me.
there are major cities scattered throughout. Just gets a little dangerous in between them.
We seem to have handled every other issue that's come our way. As long as we face it together, I think we'll be okay. When Eldon says that, he's explicitly avoiding eye contact with that. He'll meet the eye contact of everybody when he says that, but not Desi.
Desi's standing.
I just saw
He's-
I'm sorry, I just saw her made his
Kethra would be the one to go,
Like-
so are you coming with us or are we dropping you off somewhere? Because I don't know that
yeah, we dropped
we're
you off
cool.
at the pound, you sad puppy.
Yeah, because I personally would prefer to just leave you fucking here, but I'm not cool with you coming back to Devenia with us.
No, we're not leaving him here.
We don't have to leave him here, but we can leave him somewhere else.
He's standing outside of your circle as you look to him, and he just shrugs.
Like, you've proven yourself to be a complete pussy. She goes, and I do not want to have you who flip-flops between your allegiances and flip-flops between your loyalties with what I'm about to walk into. You're a liability to me. Sorry, Iolite. It's the truth.
He just didn't want me to have more blood on my hands than I already did.
It wouldn't have been on her hands. It would have been on mine. And looks like the cutthroat bitch left you anyway. So, why don't you make some travel plans, sir? She's gonna walk away. Or I'll make them for you.
He just looks at all of you and doesn't reply, doesn't say anything. Look on his face is of kind of like a quiet resignation to the situation that he's in. He's just kind of there.
I have a question.
He turns, but he doesn't say anything.
In the moment, if it came down to it, between Mori and Fernilli, the rest of Asterim's End, or Iolite, the rest of us, who would you have chosen?
He says, I don't understand the question.
Who would you have chosen in the moment to live and to die? It's very simple.
I don't think it is.
You're given a choice.
But what's my choice?
Iolite and the rest of us, or Fernilli and the rest of them.
Is my choice that I strike the killing blow? That I stand in the way?
No, the choice is that you watch Mori rip the shards and the heart out of the one person who's been good to you your entire life, the one person who's never lied to you, and take all that power for himself. And the woman that you apparently loved. That's the choice.
I like to think that I did what I would have done. I did it. I made the choice already.
What exactly was that?
I was right there. I tried to help. I tried to get Mori to stop.
Would you have killed him to save Iolite? Would you have killed Fernilli to save Iolite? Would you have killed Fernilli to save the rest of us? Would you have watched us die and Iolite to save her?
I don't think I'm going to give you the answer that you want.
Because I think I know what your answer is.
Right. So I don't think that I can give you the answer that you want. Because you've already made up your mind about me. I was right there, alongside you.
He did
I'm
not
sure.
fight against us. It's just...
But he didn't exactly fight with us either. And he didn't answer the question.
It doesn't matter.
Would you
right
have
now.
killed Mori and Fernilli had you have the power to save Iolite? Given the binary choice. Them two in their lives versus Iolites.
He's going to look at... He just kind of like stares at you when you ask him these questions. And he says, I'm not going to give you the answer that you want.
The answer I want is that you would kill them to save Iolite. And if you're not giving me that answer, you're right. That's not the answer I want. You're lucky to be breathing. You can thank her for that.
We should focus on figuring which direction to go. Do we have a map, a plan? Or do we even know where we are? Was Mori the only one that
I think
knew where we are?
I think we'll have a bit of guidance.
Take your friends are back.
They're taking
Apparently
it down.
not.
Hold on.
That's why I was like, I take your friends are back. I was like, audio wasn't working. So throw it in there.
Right on cue.
little bit of editing. You'll never know. It's gonna be so seamless.
Hold on. I was pressing the button and it wasn't. I'm like, click.
It's gonna do it in like 10 minutes. We're gonna be in the
But then
middle
they
of
go like 10
it's like,
times.
All right.
When after that whole exchange, Eldon is again gonna look at Iolite like blank his expression will say like, "See."
You get your stuff together and can either camp out one more night just to get Iolite back to her full strength, or you can start heading north.
so
I'm okay.
You're fit to travel.
Fit as I'm gonna be.
How many levels of exhaustion do you have?
I think it was just 2.
Like, and now 1, or do I have 2 still?
1 left.
'Cause I slept,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
okay.
And the rest of us are good.
yeah, you're good.
no, I thought we all had still one.
But you rested in the cavern. Like,
had a long
you're going to be traveling for a couple days, so it's... All right, so you...
It's too awkward here. We gotta get moving. Can't stare at each other another day.
It's gonna start to stink soon too.
Yeah. You...
The rest of the body. That was such a Kethra thing to
It's
say.
gonna have to start to stink
Eh,
soon.
the bodies will gotta start to smell soon, so we should probably move on.
You travel. You travel through the fields towards the north in the direction of Devenia. The crows are they are a periodic presence. They're not always there, but whenever you kind of slow down, they get loud and come back and caw at you, and you keep moving for the rest of the day. As the suns begin to set, are you setting up the tiny hut again?
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's just us, you don't have to worry about other people not fitting in it anymore.
We're gonna make sure Desi's on the outside of the tent.
And I was like, shoot.
No, we're gonna make him stay outside.
He was gonna
I'm
watch
not
you. He
gonna
would've
let him.
watched-
I'm gonna.
You just got the answer of he would have watched you die.
I don't think that was like exactly what
That's
he
not the answer I heard.
meant. That's not what he meant.
Ellen drew
all right,
it as
Kethra will be the one to kick him out
binary.
then.
Would you watch her die or them die? And he refused to answer.
Should we rock paper scissors for if Eldon or Kethra throws him out?
Right? Rock, paper, scissors,
He
shoot.
will not
All
actually.
right.
Ah, you can throw him out. All right.
Back of the neck.
He
fucking
won't
pants.
enter
Go
the.
in.
He's not going in the tent in the hut with you all. He won't do it.
Yeah, because he's gonna hear fucking that very distinctive sliding of steel on leather. As
And then
Kethra.
I'm like
I was like,
Just
Kethra and
throwing
Eldon.
fire.
Desi
gesturing
will.
him to come in, and
he
he's not.
will be by himself. Yeah, no, he's not going to go in there with you all.
He's smarter than I gave him credit for.
I'm like, come on, Kim.
He doesn't, but he will call Iolite over. Just while you're setting that up, while the campfire's getting all set up. And just out of range of like people listening, not too far into the woods.
I was gonna say Eldon wouldn't have let her go out of his sight. Like he's not gonna intrude on hearing distance, but he wants line of sight on where they go.
Yeah,
Not,
he doesn't take her where you guys can't.
I was gonna say he's not trying to be nosy into the conversation, but he
Yeah.
wants to make sure that that she's at least where he can see. Well, we can all really see.
So he takes you aside, Iolite, and kind of nearby this like small creek that's just that you've all decided is where you're going to stay close to, and sits down. He's got his dancing lights up in front, and they're all like kind of. He's just very casually as he sits down next to you, making them the different colors that he's known for, just all the like pastel colors, and he's got them swirling around in front. A mixture you think of like for you, for him, but then also for the others to just see this is where we are. And he leans forward a little bit as you're sitting next to him, looks at you and just says, does any of it hurt? Or it looks painful, but
No.
you're not human, so.
Can't see out of this one, but it doesn't hurt.
You can't see anything at all?
Well, lights and shadows, but not like I used to.
So, I know that was a tough conversation back there, but I hope you know I nothing I'm gonna say is gonna make anybody happy. Even though those kind of things are supposed to be, well, what would you do? Well, I did what I was gonna do. Life isn't a binary. I can't say if this happened, then that. If you tried to kill Fernilly while I was sitting there trying to protect her, then what would you expect me to do?
Guess I was a little afraid to find out. What if she hadn't left?
She was always gonna leave.
You knew that?
Yeah.
You didn't think she'd try to get you to go with her?
No.
Really?
She never loved me. She was in love with Mori.
You knew that?
I think a part of me did.
And you just went along with it?
I don't know if I went along with it. I guess I just believe you can hold love in your heart for more than one person at a time. I don't think it's a finite resource that belongs to one person and then they get all of it. It's fucking gross.
We're gonna go north, okay? Relax.
Someone
God
needs to
damn,
kill
that
him.
was whoever called, whichever one of you guys over there called that. That was on spot. That was perfect.
I wouldn't have stood by and let anybody hurt you. And I didn't. Like, you probably didn't see that, but you were in the midst of other things. I don't owe anybody else anything. I'm not going to answer their questions because they're not being asked in good faith. They hate me, and that's fine. I didn't know them before, and they don't have to know me after.
Ayla doesn't hate you.
All right. If you say so. So he brings the lights over so they're a little bit closer so you can see your face a little bit better. It's not super dark, but the suns are setting as you guys are completing the campfire and getting everything ready for the night. And he says, the only one that needs to know how I feel is you. That's always been the case. I'm not saying this to be an asshole, but I've lost everything for you. And I don't mean that like I've lost everything for you, so you owe me or anything like that. I just mean that I feel like I've proven to you. And I hope you know that I didn't know. I wasn't in on it. When I met Mori in the village in Murnori last year, He said he would help if I needed it. And when I found out the information that I found out, I couldn't stop Kygeros on my own. They were gonna kill you. It's already made the choice. When someone was going to kill you, I made choices and lots of people died. My mom, my dad, Kygeros. Bunch of people I didn't even know in Asterim's End. And I didn't kill them, but I did. And I have to live with that. Not you. Because I made that choice. But it's complicated. It's not a binary. Guess I could have done things differently. Maybe we could have run away instead. But then we're living life on the run.
Does that sound so bad?
With Kygeros hunting you? I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. I'm not answering them because I don't know the answer. I just feel like you already do. And I'm not trying to prove anything to them.
I know. And I know you did. You have always done what you thought was right with the information that you had, even if that wasn't all the right information. But I can say the same for myself too. And I killed a man with my bare hands and tore the shards from his body. And that's whether that was the right thing to do. That's what I thought in the moment was the right thing to do, but I still have to live with that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna sleep out here. But, you know, if you need anything, just let me know. I'm not gonna bother anybody. And again, I'm not trying to be friends with... I was already, what, a 6th wheel? Well, Theratrix already there. 7th wheel? 6 would work. 7's too many.
I think you're a nice wheel, but...
That was lame. But I appreciate the thought.
It's been a long couple of days.
All right, well, have a good night.
You too.
He squeezes your hand.
I do love you, you know.
I love you too.
Do you still think I'm pretty?
He looks up to the sky through whatever kind of break in this creek that it has made in the canopy above in the woods that you're in, and you can start to see the stars peeking out. And he says, up there, somewhere, there's a star that is jealous of your light.
All right, that was pretty good. She'll kiss him on the cheek.
He smiles.
Eldon, put the arrow down.
He does not. He does not move to give you a hug or encroach on your space. Everything that is happening is like he's kind of allowing. He is receiving without too much movement on his part.
Do we still have those? They had sending stones when they were apart before. Was that Mori's, or
Mori
would they
had
still
one.
have them?
We can go back and search for his
Can we
hand.
find it?
I'll let there be a retro investigation check
To see if we could
to
find
see
Mori's.
if you found it.
All right. Investigation 18.
Yeah.
With advantage. Whoops. Oh, you rolled really far. Thank you.
We'll say you found it. So you have both of the sending stones.
Before she goes in, she's gonna put one in his hand.
Okay. In
case you need anything. Just Rocky me.
I will.
When she comes back in, like, I hand you some food ration or whatever the hell we're eating, and pull out a bottle of wine. It has been quite a 24 hours, has it not?
It has.
How is he out there?
I think he'll be all right. I don't want everyone to hate him.
I do not. He was next to me. I saw the choice he made. I can't speak for anyone else. I think only time will... I don't know if even time will erase it for some, but... he will have to decide to stick with us. I intend to do no harm towards him, but... the longer he stays around, perhaps the more things will calm down.
I hope so.
How are you feeling?
Not great.
Pain? Or...
Not the physical pain so much as what I had to do, what I chose to do. I guess I didn't have to do that.
I don't see how else. What other option we had?
I could have just given him to him like you wanted.
Yeah, I don't think that was a option. And it would not have been allowed to happen. I'm not one for overt violence, but you did what you needed to do. Let us not forget that if we are indeed woven fates, this was what was meant to happen. Kethra saw it, predicted it, whatever it is what she does when she gets all extra creepy. You're just completing what you were already meant to complete.
We're all still here, so I guess I at least did that part, right?
Yep. We somehow made it through that. God's damn. But you are now... You have the power of the gods within you.
I don't know what to do with it.
Well, if there's one thing that Asterim's End did, was they trained you a bit. I'm sure that will come into play later on.
Yes, and hopefully I'll learn how to do it in a way where I don't nuke anybody next time.
We'll make sure we're behind the rock.
That's probably a good idea.
She stands up, she gives you another hug, and she walks out of the bubble again with some food and brings it over to Desi.
Rock, paper, scissors on who smacks it out of her hand.
Oh,
It's not poison, buddy.
but before she leaves, her tattoo, which has been a kind of tribal dragon, you see the tattoo move morph. It's still the dragon, but then it gets hands come out like this from the bottom of the design, and then between the hands there is your shard.
Aww.
And then she goes out to Desi with a cup filled with wine because she's leaving the bottle with us.
She likes Desi, but not that much.
Not like bottle.
He doesn't get the
Not
bottle.
bottle service. No, I'm out.
And she walks up and sits down next to him and just goes,
He's got the lights that are cascading around, pastel colors that keep shifting.
"You're going to want to keep your strength up by eating." And then she hands him a cup. "And keep your spirits up by drinking."
My spirits, that's, feel like that's a lost cause, Ayla. But I'll still drink. Thank you.
It's never a lost cause. Perhaps tomorrow night you will spend it in the warmth.
He turns to look at your bubble that is opaque, that he cannot see through. Yeah. If you're inviting me, sure.
I have every single night so far.
Yeah.
It's better than being alone.
Well, that's arguable, but
We don't know what's out here.
that's true.
And she takes off her cloak of elven comfort and she wraps it around him. And he is instantly comfortable and warm.
He's like, oh, cozy.
And she
Thanks.
gets up to walk back, and without turning around, she goes, "I want that back in the morning."
Obviously, Ayla. Thanks. Any other scenes this evening?
Where does Iolite sleep? It's if they lay together at night, he'll lay behind her. I'm imagining if they feel spooned her, he'll basically trace the new cracks over as they're laying down slowly. Because she had some before, but it wasn't nearly
I can share.
as many. But almost familiarizing himself, I suppose.
I feel like she's probably, granted, I guess she hasn't seen it, but she can feel that it's pretty gnarly just touching it herself. So I think there is probably part of her that would feel self-conscious about oh, I know she jokingly said it to Desi, oh, do you still think I'm pretty? But she wouldn't say that to Eldon because she would be legitimately worried if he actually did. Whereas with Desi, it was more of a joke kind of.
His intention is more to it's an accepting touch, I suppose. I don't really know how to put it into words because it's not really a thing that you would say. Then give her a little kiss on the cheek, the cracked one, before they fall asleep.
Specifically the cracked one.
Well, he assumed that it doesn't. He would assume. I would assume that in these past couple days he would have asked if it had hurt the same way everybody else did. But
She's not going to say anything, but I think that she likes it. It's also not like lit up like that all the time. That's more like when she's using magic or mad. It would be more just looks like a crack in a stone with the glowing kind of like if you look into it, you can see it kind of like in there, like deeper, but.
And so.
I like her eye. That's cool.
You sleep. And Kai, you dream. You stumble. Your foot catches on a rock, and you barely manage to stay upright, one trembling hand catching the glimmering wall of the cavern. The crystals buzz faintly beneath your palm. Alive with a light that pulses in rhythm with something ancient and slow like the heartbeat of the mountain itself. You're dying. You've known that for weeks now. The pain in your chest, the hitch in your breath, the fatigue that never fades. Your body has outlasted gods and monsters, but it has not outlasted time. You'd followed a lead here, another scrap of myth, another scholar's last footnote, another maybe, but it was nothing. Just a hollow whisper buried in crystal and stone, a dead end in a long line of dead ends. And now they've found you. You feel them behind you, stalking, closing in. You've known this would happen eventually. Azura and his clan. The ones you hunted, who survived, who remembered. You don't hate them for it. If anything, you understand. You press forward, shuffling, leaning on Bloodletter, now not as a weapon but as a cane. You grip the hilt tightly. The blade is the last relic you carry from your life before the fall, before the silence, before the end. You don't want them to have it. You're not sure why. Maybe so she can't give it to another. Maybe so no vampire can lift it and pretend you're still out there. Maybe because for all your talk of letting go, part of you still needs it buried within you. You round a final bend in the tunnels, and the cavern opens before you. The light here is breathtaking. Violet and rose and cerulean hues cast from the crystals that jut from every wall and surface. They glow like stars caught in stone. You hear something in them. A distant chime, a lullaby, or perhaps the last echo of a god that's long stopped listening. There, off-center in the room, a massive crystal rises like a monolith, its surface smooth, flawless, humming with potential. You move toward it. Every step burns, every breath is a weight, but you make it. You kneel, slow, agonizing, and stare at the sword in your hand. Bloodletter. Cold, merciless, faithful. I'm sorry, you whisper. To it, to Loris, to yourself, to those in pursuit of you now. Then, with the last strength you can summon, you let out a guttural roar and drive the blade into the crystal. The steel slides deep into the heart of it, the hilt quivering in your grip until only the faintest sliver of the blade remains visible. You exhale, collapse backward. Your spine rests against the smooth crystal now guarding your weapon. Your legs splay out, your vision swims. You face the tunnel you came from. You don't expect mercy. But then, to your left, the air swirls like smoke caught in water. You turn your head slowly and your brow furrows. There, in the shimmer, a face. Young, pale skin, black hair, piercing eyes. He looks confused. You furrow your brow further, meeting his gaze. There's something about him, familiar and not, something unfinished. And then it happens. They arrive. Vampire spawn, shrieking and howling, pour into the chamber like a tide. You raise your arms out of instinct more than hope, knowing they won't protect you. And then you see him. Azura, cloaked in the elegance of death, his eyes burning with triumph. You meet his gaze. You don't blink. And then everything erupts. Pain, fangs, claws, screams, flesh tearing, bones shattering, but only for a moment. And then, black, still, and somewhere far from blood and stone and memory, the echo of your promise lingers. And when you all awake, and the dome shimmers out of existence after your 8-hour rest, carefully folded outside of the dome is the cloak that you left Desi. And in it is 2 things. A letter, which I have just sent you in the Discord, and the stone that is the second half of the 2 stones that if you say the other person's name, you can swap places with them, that he was holding, as Desi is no longer with you. But his letter is there.
My dearest Island.
Should you care to read it?
Iolite, I'm sorry to vanish like this. In the quiet undercover of night, I don't have the strength to say goodbye to your face again, not without breaking. The truth is, I don't belong with the woven fates. You know this as well as I do. I've given this a lot of thought, and maybe my role in all of this was just to bring you to them. To make sure you found the people you were meant to walk beside. You're destined for greater things than I'll ever be, and I think I always knew that. Even back at the assembly, I felt it. The constant searching, the restless wondering where I fit. Since leaving, it's only grown sharper, heavier, and so has the guilt I've carried. What I did, what I didn't do. But maybe there's still a place for me. Maybe it's back where we began. I'm going home, Iolite. Back to the Sidereal Assembly. What's left of it, anyway. No one else is alive who remembers what happened that night, so maybe I can make it into something new. A beginning instead of an end. If you ever choose to come find me, I'll be there. And if you never do, I'll understand. You've always been my guiding star. Thank you for letting me follow in your light, even for a little while. I'd give it all to see you shine again. I hope it was worth it in the end. Des.